My sweet mobster is back after leaving everyone desiring to see more and more of cute Go Ian Ha Han Sun Wa and Ader Cable Cog Wan Tae Goo. As we got past the first half of the drama, what most viewers were expecting to see was the start of the dating era of our sweet main leads. However, before that, there were several emotional moments where both Ian Ha and Ji Won had to confront each other and themselves in order to resolve their problems. Warning: spoilers from episodes 9 to 10 below. 1. Go Ian Ha choosing to move out of Cog Won's house. Last week revealed to the viewers that Cog Won is actually Go Ian Ha's childhood friend and not prosecutor Jang Hyun-woo Kwon Yeol as it had been hinted at since the beginning. However, Ian Ha denies to know the true identity of her old friend, despite prosecutor Jang offering to let her know. Nonetheless, all that matters to her at this point is to know he is alive and well, since she thinks she was the reason why the mobsters took him away when he was young. And so she lets Ji Won know about this, along with her decision to leave his house after she has realized she has feelings for him and still believes he has none for her. Trying to avoid falling deeper for him or having any type of misunderstanding between them, she also announces her decision to the rest of the Thirsty Dear family, who is reluctant to let her go after starting to bond so well. The proof of this is that even Jae Soo Yang Hyun Min, the most reluctant to accept Ian Ha into their house, starts to open up to her, teaming up with the rest of Ji Won's men to make Ji Won pay for hiding his plans to confront Go Yang Hee on his own. At this point, she not only has become part of their group, but she also has started to get used to being around them. It feels like they are a true family, especially since they call her sister-in-law so easily with nobody stopping them. Point 2. Cog Won and Go Ian Ha being jealous of each other. Since the Thirsty Dear family doesn't want Ian Ha to go, they start to make a plan to force them to reconcile. And what could ignite the flames of love more than jealousy? So they take Ian Ha on an improvised blind date, where she meets a funny man cameo by Lee Jun that puts Ji Won in a pickle the moment he hears about it. It's so much so that he can't help but to spy on them, bringing some of the most comical moments in this week's episodes, proving once again how much of a fool in love he can be. But what Ji Won doesn't expect is for Kang Ye Na Song Seo Rin to appear out of nowhere, blowing up his cover and ending up in an unexpected position where Ian Ha misunderstands and thinks that they were actually on date as well. Once again, these supporting characters bring more unnecessary drama than needed. And as expected, the plan of Ji Won's men ends up backfiring and only makes Ian Ha and Ji Won grow further apart. It's to the point where she decides to rent out the first apartment available for her, without her knowing that Ji Won himself had already leased a new apartment in order to give her a comfortable place to stay. Point 3. Cog Won listening to Jang Hyun-woo's confession. To say that Cog Won is a complicated character would be an understatement. We know he has deep feelings for Ian Ha, and it's not only because he is aware that they are childhood friends, but because her bright personality has brought so much vitality to his life and home. But he tries to distance himself from her, partially because of his turbulent past, which still haunts him to this day, but also because he doesn't feel like the person she used to idealize as Hyun-woo. However, it is Go Ian Ha who confronts him, questioning his interest in her, which leads to confusing her feelings even more. So she gives him an ultimatum about her signing the contract for her lease the next day. Deciding to take action, Ji Won goes after her. But sadly, Jang Hyun-woo has already made a move, confessing to Go Ian Ha the moment she answers a phone call from Ji Won himself. Having a petty second male lead like Hyun-woo in a romantic comedy isn't the best thing in the world, especially seeing that most of his animosity toward Ji Won is based on prejudice and misunderstandings. And although Ji Won doesn't need to give any type of assurance because Hyun-woo isn't really related to Ian Ha in any way besides a good friendship, Ji Won assures him, saying that he is willing to give his life in order to protect Ian Ha if it is needed. The foreshadowing of this statement, however, leaves a weary feeling on anyone who has been watching long enough in K-drama land. Point 4. Go Eun-ha and Seo Ji-won missing their time together. Their essay saying that claims longing makes love stronger, and that's exactly what happens to Eun-ha and Ji-won. Though they didn't even start to date yet, there is definitely a feeling of distance between them, especially in Ji-won's case, who revisits every corner of the house where he spent time with Eun-ha. The same goes for her, since it looks like she feels truly conflicted to part ways with Ji-won this time. But still, it is understandable that she wishes to protect her heart as she thinks he doesn't have feelings for her. Luckily, the thirsty deer family plans one last strike and takes everyone on a spontaneous getaway, including Eun-ha's best friend Goo Mi-ho Moon Ji-in, who unexpectedly turns out to be pregnant after the one-night stand she had with Joo Il-young Kim Hyun-jin. With 2 awkward couples and 4 clueless men, there's bound to be plenty of comedy on that small journey. And it turns out better than everyone expects, since this is the moment when the romance starts romancing, at least for Eun-ha and Ji-won. We still have yet to figure out how Mi-ho and Il-young will deal with their unexpected pregnancy. Point 5. Go Eun-ha and Seo Ji-won confirming their feelings for each other. Thankfully, last week's episodes aren't filled with only misunderstandings, angst, and annoying second leads. We were also blessed with the most anticipated moment on the show, the brilliant start of their dating era. Ji-won could have been lukewarm about his own feelings all this time, but the moment he lets out his sudden confession, it is game over for him. The danger of suppressing one's feelings is that once you let them out, you might not be able to control them. And that's exactly what happens to him, because the moment Eun-ha tells him she likes him too and kisses him, it's too much for his poor heart. Eun-ha and Ji-won's dating era may bring a whole new level of romance, whether it is for Ji-won's unapologetic and pure way of loving Eun-ha, or Eun-ha's tender and understanding heart toward him. What is clear for now is that my sweet Mobster is giving everyone a new reason to get through the week just to wait and see a new episode of this amazing drama. If you are also eagerly waiting for what's next to come for this couple and all the people around them, don't forget to tune in this week.